Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Who is ready to watch a booger-eating, chronically unemployed con artist laugh at spousal abuse? Get ready, because you're about to see it.
PP uses arts and crafts on his background and it looks awesome while yours looks low effort. You think that someone who had free time to do arts and crafts as an adult is a sign of skill and or intelligence.
It is. A lot of people have made millions of dollars off of arts and crafts. There's an entire website called Etsy that is dedicated to people doing arts and crafts and selling their products. Are you trying to tell us that people who do arts and crafts as adults during their free time that they lack intelligence? Oh, you wouldn't be doing that, Phil. You're not saying that. That's not positive. And only Phil Burnell only likes to give the top positive content. No, here's what it actually is, ladies and gentlemen. Phil is trying to insult somebody, PPP in this case, because Phil lacks artistic quality. When was the last time you saw Phil do an IRL stream where he's drawing? When was the last time you saw Phil do an IRL stream where he is coloring a drawing that he did? The only time Phil does anything artistic is Legos, and he needs instructions for that. That's why he is shooting this down. It isn't because of the fact that it's Triple P doing it. No, Phil lacks that skill, so he feels the need to insult anybody who does have that skill.
If you had told me PPP had kids and he worked with his kids and they worked together and as a family they did arts and crafts and he thought, oh, this would be a nice heartfelt thing to put into my background, then I'd be like,
Oh, by the way, the person that asked or that made that statement is correct. Phil's background looks like absolute shit when compared to anybody else's. Let's take a look at what Phil has on his background. He has a dollar store skull. It looks like a dollar store crow. He has that stupid fucking Project 7 mask. He has that YouTube play button that for years he said that he didn't need. Oh, by the way, now look what he's doing with it. He has that stupid fucking stuffed animal. Let's go to the other side now. He has that stupid Metal Gear plasma lamp that he drags out every couple months. He has that stupid fucking ghost up there that wishes that it was killed. And then you have that goddamn digital picture frame that he got because he was trying to copy Warski. Everything here you see in the background, a person could buy for less than $300. Whereas people like Triple P, Warski, anybody else, they actually put time and care into their backgrounds.
you're like, no, he's an adult and he made arts and crafts he put into his background. Oh.
What's wrong with that, Phil? You're not trying to say that you're better than somebody, are you? Because that's not really positive, Phil. That's not positive, meaningful content. That seems to be mean, hurtful content that you say that people should call other people out on.
Sorry. That's my honest initial reaction. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for another $1.
I like that. Phil is trying to act sanctimonious and insult this person, yet the sign behind Phil literally is saying you win, thus trying to give the indication that even the sign is siding with the detractor, saying, yeah, you win, dude. Phil is a piece of shit.
Yikes. Anyway. Let's see here. Boy, a lot of dollars today.
Yeah, from a lot of fucking dents. I said it before and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter if you're a dent, if you're a fan, if you're a detractor or a troll. If you give Phil $1, you are a dent. It doesn't matter what the reasoning is. So if you're trying to give Phil $1 to own him, congratulations. You're as fucking stupid as his viewers are.
How will Wings benefit from this besides more trolls bothering him? Are you paying him? As I already said,
Phil will never pay. Phil will never pay. He gives an excuse really quickly here, and when he does, I want to point something out.
said up front to him, I offered him, to pay him. I said we could split whatever is made on that show, and he said no, he didn't want it. So that's him.
Oh no, Wing said, "Oh no, I don't want it. I don't want it at all." You know who else told Phil, "That's okay, Phil. You don't have to pay us. We just would like a little bit of exposure." You know who said that? Respect the Pack. And guess what? It was later revealed that Respect the Pack did want money. Don't believe a damn thing that this piece of shit freeloader says when it comes to money.
I made the offer. I thought it would be fair.
Motherfucker, what do you know about fair? You rip off everybody. You ripped off your mom. You ripped off your best friends. You ripped off your wife.
Said publicly that he is trying to get a boost for his channel. He wanted Battlefield to work. It hasn't. That Battlefield did not take off for him like he had hoped.
Yeah, because just like Phil, Wings of Redemption treats his viewers like utter garbage. Of course, nothing's going to take off for Wings of Redemption. The guy is just as toxic as Phil Burnell is.
So he's hoping that this will get more eyes on him and interest,
Golly gee whiz. Doesn't that just sound like somebody? Oh, that's right. It sounds like Respect the Pack.
In him. It might not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The way I see it, no harm, no foul. If it doesn't work, who cares?
It doesn't bother him because he doesn't pay. He's not going to pay Wings of Redemption anyway.
You get to a certain point, you're like, how could it possibly hurt anything? Right? Like, it can't,
That's right. Take a drink, you greedy bastard. Ban scan, ban scan, ban scan, ban scan. Look at this loser. Look at this fucking piece of shit. Wow. That had to be at least 10 seconds right there, dead air, while he's just reading what his fucking loser audience is telling him. Wow. Dead air aplenty here.
Okay, let's see. More dollar nonsense. As you know, when it gets to complete nonsense, I don't even read it.
Congratulations, idiots. You gave him money and you got absolutely nothing back for it.
See?
Wow, look at all this dead air.
All right, anyway. Someone did a $2 super chat talking about cry bullies. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Thanks for $2. I don't live online. I don't know what that.
Thanks a lot for the money, dummy. Okay, here, let's just be honest. The only thing Phil will respond to basically is food, games, or him shit talking his critics. That's all Phil wants to talk about. If it's anything like arts and crafts, if it's anything about cry bullies, if it's anything he doesn't want to talk about, he will insult the user. Basically, if you're going to tip Phil, just like Wings of Redemption, you got to stroke his ego. That's the only thing he will respond to. If it's anything that he views as insulting to him, he will just basically shut you down, insult you, and send you on your way.
Term means I don't care. Thanks for $2.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
People really have to start understanding something.
Okay. This ought to be good.
Recently, I don't think people get it.
This ought to be good.
So I'm 43 years old.
Yeah, and look what he's done for the last 18 plus years. No job. The guy, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for him to have something bad happen to him where he literally needs like an emergency fund of money, like a savings, and he will have nothing. He will have nothing. Wouldn't it be poetic if his wife actually does get cancer? His wife actually does get cancer because he was claiming that she did have cancer. She ends up getting cancer and he needs 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 for her medical. to help get her through. And he doesn't have that. And he's going to have to fucking beg. He's going to have to beg like he's never begged before.
I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I grew up with an offline existence. So I had friends.
And you spent the last 18 years being chronically online. And by the way, I call push X to doubt regarding friends. Phil has no friends. Even when he was younger, he didn't have friends.
I had hobbies, physical, tangible things that I did. You know, I was playing outside with others.
I doubt that. I fucking doubt that. If this motherfucker had his hair combed until he was 17 years of age, do you think his mother let him outside for any decent amount of time except to go to school? I will make you a bet that Phil would want to go outside and the mom would tell him, "No, Philip, you can't go outside. Those people are too dangerous for you. You need to stay in here with your mommy and your daddy where it's safe." Because if he actually did go outside with this attitude that he has, they would have kicked his fucking ass.
Boys, sports, but also I was also kind of a nerd at the time as well. I was into video games. I was into comic books, collectibles, that kind of stuff.
You know, like Wolverine toys.
A teenager, that the internet took off. And when the internet took off, that's when everyone started to live online. Now, I wasn't full-time back then because there was no way there wasn't enough content. But what happened is over the last 20, 25 years, the world changed. Now everything is immediately online, instant gratification.
I kind of like the gratification Phil gets when it comes to WWE champions. Yeah, reports are that he's not spending that much, but for the last 5, 6+ years, he's been spending over thousands of dollars on that instant gratification.
For 17+ years. And before that, even I had an online presence in the Street Fighter community.
Which they hate you. They absolutely hate you. You're not appreciated over there, Phil. No matter what you fucking say, you're not appreciated in the Street Fighter community.
When I'm right now online with all of you, right? This is my stream. This is my business. We hang out.
Business. This motherfucker begs for 5+ hours a day for money, and he has the gall to call it business.
We talk about games. We talk about all kinds of shit. That's my online presence. But the moment that this is off, it's not even in my mind. I'm spending time.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. Liar. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. When Kino divulged all your little dirty laundry, as soon as you got offline, you would go to their streams late at night and haunt their fucking chat rooms like an obsessive ex-girlfriend. Don't fucking say that when I get offline, I'm done. I get off the computer and I'm a big boy and I go downstairs to my wife and my family. No, Phil, you don't. You do not.
My wife and my family, and I'm doing shit that's way more important.
Liar.
Here.
Liar.
To do with what
you live on a stack of lies, Phil.
For you, probably just live online 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Phil, he does everything offline when he's done working. All of you other people, you're all the ones that are chronically online. Keep in mind, this is the same guy who will stay up till 2 a.m. drinking gin, going on X, ranting and raving like a fucking loon that he is. But it's all of you other guys. You're all the ones with the problems.
Which is why when you do a $2 super chat and you ask me about, is it fair to call people or call you cry bully? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care either. I don't care to learn this ridiculous.
Because he's too lazy to learn. It wouldn't take much for him to go to his computer and type out, what does cry bully mean? What does cry bully mean? But he's too fucking lazy to do that.
Ridiculous nonsense that you're now pulling out of your ass, some new term that some idiot made up overnight, and now every fucking moron regurgitates it on the internet because it's a groupthink mentality. If we all say the same word and we kind of recognize the meaning behind it, the meme, oh, we're smart and we feel like we belong to something. You do. You belong to ridiculous online antisocial behavior. Your mind is cracked, okay?
Okay, guys. Okay, Jade. Okay, all you other dents. He's not talking about you. Your minds are okay if they're cracked because you give Phil money. It's all those other people whose minds are cracked that are the problem.
Like, I don't care what crybully means. I'm sure it's insulting. I don't have time for you. All right? I have important things to talk about.
I have important things to talk about. Motherfucker, what do you have that's important to talk about? You don't go outside at all anymore. You're a fucking hermit. You're a fucking hermit. The last important thing you had was that to talk about was when you thought Xfinity was stealing from you when the internet went down for one day. You lead the most boring, depressing, sad existence that I've ever seen.
Okay. See, this I did not see. Buckwell says he hit his wife in a car when.
Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. He's referring to Wings of Redemption abusing his wife.
She honked at someone. When did that happen? Was that on camera? I've never heard of this. That, like, when was he filming when he was when he was driving, she was driving? I'm so confused.
Oh my god, now he's trying to act like, I'm so confused. He knows what's going on. This is something Phil always does. When he knows about something, he will play the idiot card. He'll play the idiot card. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Well, I don't know anything about that. But if you look into the recent history of Phil's videos, you'll probably find him talking about how Wings of Redemption went apeshit crazy at Fat Camp, where he had pushed his wife down, and then where Wings slapped his wife because she was honking the horn or whatever. But go ahead, Phil. Act like play the whole. I don't know what happened. Was that on camera? I don't know if that was on camera. Was that on camera? You know what's fucking on camera. Stop fucking lying.
No, what everyone has heard and seen the clip of is the stupid Fat Camp nonsense.
So he has seen Wings of Redemption assault his wife. But here, just a second ago, I don't know what you're talking about. Was that on camera? I don't know if you're on camera. You fucking know it's on camera, Phil.
Right? From back in, what was that, March? I think?
He's trying to act like he doesn't know anything about it because he's hoping that he can get money from the idiots that's going to give him and Wings money. But if he actually went out and said, hey, Wings, I heard you hit your wife, Wings is going to shut that interview down. He's going to shut it down. So Phil has to act like the fucking idiot that he is and act like, oh, I don't know if he hit his wife. Is there proof of it?
February, March, whatever that was. That's what I've seen, and that's what I think everyone has seen. I don't know about what else you're talking about. See, I don't know anything about that. No.
Sure you
his
don't,
friend
Phil.
was in the backseat filming, and he slapped his wife's arm.
Okay, so here. Since Phil is too fucking lazy, let's go down. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Okay, 1 second here. Let me see if I can get this set up. Let's see if I can get this set up. Okay. Wow, I haven't used this in a while. Okay, youtube.com. I'll make you a bet if I search for it within like 3 minutes, I will find this. Let's take a look, shall we? Wings of Redemption slaps wife in car. See here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well here's one from Snort Hogan. Okay, here here we go. I don't know what the hell's going on. What the hell's going on with this Snort Hogan? Can you not? Oh, there he goes. Wait, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but hell, it took less than 3 minutes and I found this fucking video. But of course, Phil, you don't know anything about it, do you? Do you, Phil? Do you?
Oh no. What?
Who just loves to watch or hear about a man assaulting his wife? Apparently, this piece of shit does because he's laughing at it.
Oh no. Alert the authorities. Quickly.
You know why he's laughing? Because Phil has a track history of abusing his wife and ex-girlfriend. Phil Burnell psychologically abused Panda Lee to the point the poor lady cracked. She had to go to the goddamn hospital. And then when Panda Lee needed him, he went there and he basically threw a fit about her mental state, and he basically ended up saying, "Well, just toss her out into the side of the street, leave her with a pill." Need I talk about how Phil has psychologically abused Kat to the point she has ballooned to over 300 pounds? So does this shock anybody that he would laugh at the fact that Wings of Redemption abuses his wife? No. Phil laughs because it's something that he wishes he could do. He actually, for all we know, he probably does take his physical aggression out on Kat on a nightly basis.
Ugh. How much time do you spend online?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is due to people spending time online. This piece of shit abusing his wife. Oh, that's all in the minds of everybody who's chronically online, right, Phil? You fucking loser. Yeah. Spousal abuse is funny. Yeah. This is what's wrong with YouTube right here, ladies and gentlemen. This piece of shit who thinks it's okay to psychologically abuse his wife to the point that she is over 300 pounds, who psychologically abuses his audience, who lies to his mom, but it's everybody else who's the problem, right, Phil?
Oh man. How much time do you spend online, folks? Really?
Go ahead, Phil. Blame everybody else. It doesn't hide the fact that you're okay with spousal abuse.
Oh my god.
Scanning.
My wife canceled her Game Pass guitar player. She said she just didn't care about it anymore, and she canceled it entirely. So, yeah, and she ended up buying Power Wash Simulator 2 outright, and she's playing it on the mini PC. So now she can basically just relax and play it at her own pace, and not have to worry about Game Pass, availability or whatever.
Oh God! Can you imagine the existence that Kat must have? She has no real family. The only sense of fulfillment that she has is she plays Power Wash Simulator 2, and she eats DoorDash. That's the only sense of accomplishment this poor lady has. I blame Phil. Phil has put her in such a position. She has no circle of friends. She has nobody except for Phil. She has Phil, she has DoorDash, and she has video games. Wow, what a fulfilling life she has.
Oh, by the way, thank you to Be More Righteous. You did send some kicks earlier, right? And I didn't put them on the leaderboard. Let me do that now, because you just sent another 100, and it reminded me, oh yeah, you sent the kicks
So if you're curious, Be More Righteous is a dent.
earlier. Here we go. You just sent another 100 too? That's 300 you sent. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, idiot.
I guess it's up to 28. And then we have a troll doing a $2 super chat. Thanks for that.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Appreciate that.
Wow, listen to all this dead air. All this dead
Okay.
air. Holy
I
shit.
received a $10 anonymous tip.
Okay, that is it, everybody. Basically, what did we learn here? We learned that Phil thinks spousal abuse is funny. And yeah, so Phil's always a piece of shit.